On today's video, we're going to do a little bit of a different review for you. Usually, I review games for you solo, but this time I actually got my wife to play Degrees of Separation, and we're going to talk about this game today and why you should consider it for your next date night. Degrees of Separation is a puzzle platformer. You have a man with ice powers and a woman with fire powers, and they're separated by a barrier, and they need to work together to solve puzzles in which you get scarves and progress to the end. So we both like to have our TV shows that we like to watch. I am more of a Star Wars / Marvel guy and pretty much anything on Disney Plus, versus Krista, who is more of a bachelorette, reality TV, Judge Judy. But we both like shows like Stranger Things, Cobra Kai, Big Shot, to name a few, and The Office. I actually asked Krista to play a game with me, Degrees of Separation, and do you remember what your first initial reaction was?
To you asking me to play with you?
Yeah.
I remember just being surprised because, you like to game with your headphones on, so.
Yeah. So, in this video, we're just going to discuss what we liked about the games and what we didn't exactly like about the games. So, babe, go ahead and take it away.
Okay, so what
You can hold the mic.
Oh, well. Wow, I feel very powerful. I liked the music in it. I liked the music in it. I also liked the graphics. It's graphics, right? That's what the picture is.
Yep.
I liked the colors and the graphics is what I liked, and I liked that there was some healthy competition. In a sense, I can make anything a competition, so the competition in this game for me would be who actually solves the puzzle. Even though you have to always solve it together, who actually figures out what you have to do. I also liked that it was a thinking game. I like solving puzzles, although I don't like putting puzzles together. I like solving things that you need to use your brain with.
Also, for the guys who are watching this, the visuals are actually really nice in this game. If you're playing this on a 4K TV, which those are pretty commonplace nowadays, it's gonna really look good on a 4K TV. So there's lots of colors. A lot of it is mixes of blues and oranges. So the music is very soothing. I will say there's no enemies in the game, so the main focus is on working together, and that was my favorite part of the game. You actually need to spend a lot of time all the puzzles and stuff, so some of them are pretty easy, some of them are pretty difficult. There's some specific ones that you need to work on, so in the sense of the girl in the game can only do certain things, and the boy in the game can only do certain things because the boy needs to freeze some stuff, and the girl, when she comes close to some stuff, actually melts some stuff. So if you're on water, the guy can only run across the top of it, and the girl can only go in the water. I will say she can breathe underwater indefinitely, so that's kind of a superpower, I guess, right?
I mean, I say so. Also, I like that you can blow kisses in the game. I annoy the crap out of him it makes like a little ting sound when you blow kisses, and I will do that over and over and over again until he blows it back.
And one of the funnier things is that she will be blowing kisses at me. It's not really blowing kisses. It's more of a call, but we like to say that
You told me it was blowing kisses.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Spoiler alert.
It's not for real.
It's blowing kisses. You blow kisses. Where was I going with that?
I don't know.
Huh. I totally had a brain fart right there. Anyway, well, this game you can play either solo, which it's made for the option of either solo or together, but you really get the best benefit when you play this game together. The whole object of the game is to eventually remove the barrier and come together because these two are in love, but they're separated by fire and ice. So one thing one thing I mentioned, actually, you had stuff you didn't like about the game, right?
Yeah. So one thing I didn't like is that when you open the little map thing, there's like a map that tells you where the scarves are, or not where the scarves are, but which scarves you have collected and which ones you haven't. But it doesn't show you where you are. So like, yeah, that's what I don't like that. There's like on the top of the screen, I don't remember what button you presses. He always presses it because I don't know my way around the game. But yeah, it shows you like it'll fill in white. And the ones that are black are the ones that you haven't gotten yet, but it won't show you where in the game they are, and I didn't care for that.
So another thing about the game that we didn't, both of us didn't care for was on the Switch version in particular. I don't know if this pertains to Xbox or PlayStation, but on the Switch game, A is jump, which sounds completely logical when you think about it. But then when you remember that the control scheme for Nintendo, instead of being at the bottom of the diamond, it's actually at the right of the diamond. That is that's pretty annoying. I wish the developers would just adapt to, instead of say A for the jump button, it would be whatever is at the bottom of the diamond. So little bit of a turnoff, but I mean, and the grand scheme of things, the togetherness that we experienced during the game is what is the most fun thing about it. So you can kind of overlook that.
I mean, it's not intimate. The togetherness sounds intimate. It's still a video game.
Yeah. Oh, and some of the puzzles, you don't look any of these up, because if you look up how to do any of the puzzles, then it kills the joy of solving the puzzle. That being said, we did look up one of them.
He looked it up. I think I could have solved it if he gave me a little bit more time.
But we didn't. So unfortunately, yeah, so we Googled one of them and we're like, oh, okay, that was a lot easier than we thought it was going to be. So sometimes you overthink puzzles. Sometimes they're just, the answer is just right in front of you and you don't even realize it. But both of us had a lot of fun with this. This was a really different form of entertainment for the both of us. If neither of us is in the mood for a show, then this is a nice game to play. We also play games like...
Well, I like Crash Bandicoot, and my only real experience is, Crash Bandicoot dies a lot when I play. But it's all good. And also crushing him in Mario Kart, which happens pretty much every time we play.
And she loves to remind me of that. But I beat her in Super Smash Bros. All the time, so we kind of even out.
But Smash Bros. Is a stupid game, so...
No, it's not. You can think of that, but it's, that's okay. Getting down to the bottom of this, babe, what would you say is the fun factor? Like, where would you rate this on a scale of 1 being terrible and 10 being, like, the perfect game?
I would say probably about an 8. Maybe a 7.5.
Yeah, I would probably say the same thing. Probably about an 8. Definitely a thumbs up for the puzzles and the needing to have teamwork in order to do this. It's actually a really perfect game for partners. Thumbs down for the controls. So yeah, 7.5, probably 8. Yeah. So the time requirements, it will require you to complete the full game if you do 100% of everything, is about 9 hours. We play within 1 to 2 hours.
Yeah, 1 to 2 hours depending on kids.
Yeah, so, and then we still haven't completed the game, but we've beaten most of the game in order to, we've beaten enough of it to form an opinion on it. The price of this game you can actually get at $1.99. You can get this probably around Black Friday time. It will be about $1.99, and typically it retails, it sells for $19.99. So definitely get this game when it goes on sale. It's definitely worth the wait to get it on sale. And with that, any further comments?
Yes, one more thing. Can you hand me the Datamer mug, please?
Oh, yes.
Will Woodworking has these great. I'll hold it. I'll feel powerful again. Will Woodworking and Custom Laser Engraving has these great mugs. Josh picked one up. Actually, I think two up with his Datimer logo, and you can get yours too with Datimer 10.
Datimer 10.
Datimer 10, you'll get 10% off, $35 or more. Great Christmas gifts. Highly recommend.
So with that, go make sure to spend time with your families. Go ace that next test. Go score those touchdowns before you play Call of Duty.
Kyler Murray.
We'll see you on the next one.